I recently set up an AV system in my home, and I'm using a Yamaha RX-S600 receiver, which is their half-height receiver. In another location, I set up a system with an RX-S600 receiver, and I encountered the same problem with each. I had not encountered this issue with Yamahas before, but I suddenly realized the lip syncing was off on the movies and television we were watching. Not by a lot, but noticeably. On the other unit, the 860, we did have the issue where I was using a guitar amplifier plugged in through the front end, and I was getting a delay with a guitar, which was horrendous. And was trying to figure out what the problem was. I thought it was with the amplifier to start with, and the way, and maybe the wiring. Turned out that apparently I wasn't aware of this before. I've been using Yamaha amplifiers for years. Apparently there is a lip sync option in the menus, and if you weren't aware of this, the first time I encountered it, which was on the RX-860, I could not find it in the manual. I was going to call customer support, and of course, after being on hold for 15 minutes or so, I encountered the correction myself just as they picked up the phone. And it really is very simple. If you encounter this and you haven't been able to figure out what's going on, go to Setup in your Yamaha system, bring up your menus. Okay, you will go to Sound, which I already have there. Now your menu may look different than this because apparently it is different on different receivers. And as you'll notice on the right menu, there is a lip sync option. This will now bring up another menu. Click Adjustment, and we now have the menu down below. And what this does is it allows you to adjust the lip sync on this unit by milliseconds. The 860, it basically just turned it on or off. So the correction is very simple. I set this to a 2 millisecond difference, and my audio and video were back in sync. And I guess it does make sense because depending where you're putting your speaker, if you're using a sound bar or a speaker sitting on a console in front of the TV, the speaker distance to the screen is going to be different. So you can now find the issue. If you haven't been able to solve it previously, that's where you can find it, and you'll be good to go.